My name's Ken Swain. I'm Managing Director of EON Reality Limited, based here in Manchester, United Kingdom. EON Reality is the world's leading virtual reality and augmented reality company. We produce our own authoring software and we produce final applications for customers based upon their knowledge transfer needs. Historically, we have covered the same core sectors and they're still growing. So things like energy, oil and gas people, construction, manufacturing, medical devices as well as clinical, defence and aerospace and education. In recent years we've moved outside of that into more edutainment, so mixing learning and fun together, but also the entertainment side where we're producing engaging applications, and very often they will have an element of learning within them. Visual learning cuts through the complexity of many concepts. So if you think of in science, technology, engineering, mathematics, for example, a lot of the concepts when people hit them for the first time, young people learning, are very, very challenging. So if you talk about the laws of physics, they're invisible, they're intangible, you're talking about molecular structure in chemistry or simultaneous equations, all of those, if we could add interactive visualization to the elements of learning, it makes them much simpler to understand. We've developed an eye sim application, and this is to enable the learning, the physiology of the eye structure, which was challenging for the neurosurgeon specialist. And we make that completely interactive. We can show you inside, we can actually break down into component level, we can do things that you can't do for real to enhance that learning. The entertainment side has been growing. We're getting quite heavily into sports. We have developed software to enhance NFL training in the USA. We're now looking to leverage that in Europe, so we're looking at cricket and soccer potential applications for virtual learning. In our sector, the virtual reality, augmented reality, more has happened in the last 18 months than the previous 20 plus years. And this got triggered probably February last year with Facebook buying a company called Oculus. Oculus produced a research product which is a head-mounted display. A young gentleman there decided that he wanted to build a better headset. So he went onto the crowdfunding website Kickstarter, wanted $250,000, got $2.5 million, so very happy. And then for about 18 months or so, he produced research models of a new particular headset. Facebook paid $2 billion for his company, and it's still in research situation. The reason that they did that was they see virtual reality as the next computing platform. So we've had our PCs, PCs 1, 2, 3, we've had web-based versions, we've had the smartphone, mobile platform, but they see the next generation of social media and interaction being virtual reality. Since then, you've had people like Google investing approximately 600 million. People like Sony, Microsoft are all producing new displays to display virtual reality. So the computing platform has grown with Moore's law over the years. We can now do far more than we could do before. But the number of display devices coming out from Sony, Samsung, Zeiss, Epson are producing a whole wealth of headsets that will now be in a consumer space, and that's never happened before. If we end up with high-resolution augmented reality, so we wear glasses, maybe a little bit like mine, we'll be able to have an overlay of graphically generated images that are indistinguishable from real. So we can look around the room and actually have a person sitting in Los Angeles and Tokyo, either side of us, having a conversation. We could go on virtual holidays. The Marriott Group are already experimenting in this, where you can go into one of their hotels, go into a booth and actually be in a hotel that's 5,000 miles away. So transporting people to places that they either could not go or have never been will become possible. Shopping, conversations, all of this could end up being seamless. The platforms that we publish on have changed radically. As I said, with the Oculus Facebook, all of those things. What's happened is our traditional display space was in an immersive environment, which could be a room. Then we've had large screen displays, but we've had a very concerted effort into produce everything that we've done previously onto the mobile platform. And the reason for that is that everybody now has a computer in their pocket that's capable of high fidelity graphics. And with the launch of Google Cardboard VR last year, it means that whether you've got an Android phone or an iPhone, you can actually experience virtual reality and augmented reality in a quite an immersive way, which was not possible before. And this growth is only going to expand. So our future really is going to be on mobile and the new smart medium. EON Reality started its life in 1999 in the USA. So their headquarters are in Orange County. 2008-9 we opened a Asian office, Pan-Asia, in Singapore. And in 2011 the company decided it needed a European hub. So we started looking. We looked in London, we looked at a couple of European cities. Decided an English-speaking location would be best for practical reasons. And then, by chance, we met the creative director of Manchester City Council. And that's when we discovered the aims and ambitions of the city. So following on from the recessionary times of 2008-9, when everybody had a difficult time, Manchester decided to look at what was a future commodity. Having been the inventor of the Industrial Revolution in the 1800s, they were looking for the next cotton that they could, and they decided that creative and digital content was a commodity of the future. One of the reasons for coming to Manchester is we saw this demand for content and growth in our sector. So virtual reality we saw was going to happen. And we needed to have a place that we could start off small and grow. So we opened our doors in March 2013. We had a small team of 5 to 7 people. And what we did is we actually set up a training academy, VR Innovation Academy, so Virtual Reality Innovation Academy, in the same building. It's the floor below. And we can train 60 students at the same time. We're looking to grow by around 40, 50 people per year from now on. The reason for doing this is that we need to build a workforce that was not readily available on the street for hire. No matter who we brought in, we would need to train them in the workflow. So that means that we now will be training people, hiring the best of them, and then the ones we don't hire, they will go and work for people like BBC post-production or multimedia agencies, because the skills that we're going to train them in are 80% of them are transferable skill. So we're also contributing to Manchester's goal to have a centre of excellence in digital and creative skill set.